Welcome to the final episode of Everyday Alchemy. I'm the Eden Therapist, and today we are closing this transformative journey with a powerful and multifaceted symbol, the Bird of Hermes. This symbol, deeply tied to alchemical philosophy, carries profound meanings, and we are going to explore two distinct interpretations of it. The Bird of Hermes is my name, eating my wings to make me tame. This is a famous line from the Ripley Scroll, a 15th century alchemical text often associated with the alchemist George Ripley. The Ripley Scroll is known for its intricate illustrations and detailed alchemical processes. The quote itself encapsulates the essence of alchemical transformation and personal growth. As far as I see it, it can carry a dual meaning, one that offers both empowerment and a warning. Let's dive into these two interpretations and see how they relate to our journey in therapy and alchemy. First, let's explore the empowering side of this quote. Eating my wings to make me tame. We can interpret this as a conscious, deliberate act of transformation. It speaks to the idea of self-discipline, where we tame our instincts, fears, and chaos not by suppressing them, but by integrating them into our being in a way that makes us stronger. In the world of alchemy, this is the process of refining the self, of turning base metal into gold. It's the idea of taking something raw, wild, or untamed within ourselves and consciously shaping it into something useful, something that serves our higher purpose. Just as an alchemist refines materials in the crucible, we refine ourselves through discipline, focus, and transformation. In therapy, this might be the process of facing our shadow self, confronting our darkest parts not to destroy them, but to integrate them into our whole. It's the act of turning the chaotic energy of our emotions into something constructive. We tame our inner turmoil, not by denying it, but by harnessing it, transforming it into a source of strength and insight. But there's another side to this phrase, and it's a more tragic interpretation. If we take the quote as eating my wings to make me tame from a perspective of repression, it speaks to a tragic surrender of one's spirit and potential. This interpretation suggests that someone, in an attempt to conform, fit in, or avoid conflict, sacrifices their true self, perhaps through fear, shame, or external pressure. Here, the act of taming is not an empowering choice, but an act of self-diminishment. This interpretation highlights the danger of losing our wildness, our creativity, and our individuality in order to fit in with societal norms, relationships, or ideologies. It's about surrendering our natural instincts and unique qualities just to survive or to appease others. In therapy, this is seen in clients who have been so conditioned by external pressures, whether from culture, family, or past trauma, that they suppress their authentic selves. They shrink themselves to fit into boxes, losing their sense of identity, and in doing so, they lose their vitality. The self-discipline becomes self-destruction. It's a repression of the very parts of ourselves that hold the most potential for growth and transformation. Both of these interpretations, the empowering and the warning, are deeply connected to the alchemical process of transformation. Alchemists believe that in order to achieve the philosopher's stone, a symbol of spiritual enlightenment, one must undergo a process of purification, burning away the impurities and refining the self. But it's important to note that this process of transformation is not about annihilation. It's about integration. It's not about eating our wings to the point of self-destruction, but rather eating our wings as an act of refining and integrating what is chaotic or untamed within us into something that can be used for higher purposes. In therapy, the goal is not to suppress or reject parts of ourselves, but to understand and integrate them. Whether it's our anger, our desires, our past traumas, or our creativity, these are all parts of us that can be tamed, not through repression, but through conscious engagement and transformation. Ultimately, the duality of this quote serves as a reminder that transformation is a delicate balance. We must be cautious not to fall into the trap of self-repression, of losing ourselves in the process of trying to conform or please others. At the same time, we must embrace the difficult but necessary work of self-discipline and self-transformation, integrating our shadows and wildness into something constructive rather than destructive. As we wrap up Everyday Alchemy, I encourage you to think about where you might be eating your wings, whether in the empowering sense of transformation or the more tragic sense of repression. Are you consciously refining and integrating your wild, untamed nature, or are you diminishing yourself to fit into the expectations of the world around you? Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through alchemy and self-discovery. Remember, the work doesn't end here. Transformation is ongoing. Keep refining, keep integrating, and keep rising. Next time, we will begin a new series where we will dive into the ancient power of the runes and explore how they can be used as tools for personal growth, healing, and psychological insight.